Welcome to Whoops Adventures. Strap in, hang on, and maybe double check your life choices as we blast our way to Blue Heaven Cabin and snowplow over Freezeout Ridge, onward past Avery along the Idaho BDR, where the only guarantee is something will go whoops eventually. Wendy and I had just escaped Grandad Lake, and this glorious structure is Grandad Bridge. After miles of deep, soul-shaking gravel that tried to rearrange our skeletons, it felt like stumbling into a paradise. A solid surface, a great view, and zero loose rocks plotting our downfall. Truly a blessed moment. Blue Heaven Cabin isn't some rental lodge with hot cocoa and throw blankets. It's a rugged little backcountry landmark perched at 5,778 feet in Shoshone County, Idaho. It serves as a waypoint for riders and explorers who either are seeking adventure or accidentally found it. Think of it as a big billboard telling you, hey, you made it this far, congratulations, you're in the wilderness. In the past, Blue Heaven was available for all adventurers with simple rules: take nothing, leave nothing, and sign the guest book. After miles of really fun yet challenging sections of two-track, it was not long till we came across this welcoming sight. You said you have 5G?
Yeah, 5G 2 bars.
Wow. Blue Cabin. Made it. There's that stream with the water. It's pretty cool. Sign the guest book. Let's see. 6/15 the 23rd. Someone, I can't read it. I need my glasses, but Monday, June 23rd, 2025. Doing the BDR. Thanks for a cool place, Wild Bill Jr. But we'll talk more about Wild Bill Jr. in just a few minutes for sure. After a short stay at the legendary Blue Heaven Cabin, we didn't get far before the elevation started climbing again. First it was a cute little snowdrift, the kind that you look at and think, oh, that's not so bad. Then came the bigger drift, then the dirty snow piles, and before long it felt like the mountain was just messing with us. Fresh off a day on the Lolo motorway, we knew higher elevations meant deeper snow and taller piles. What we didn't know was these particular piles came with a bonus feature: off-camber slopes of glazed ice, like nature's own slip and slide. Every foot along that ridgeline demanded effort, balance, and maybe a few questionable words. While we motor through these easier piles of snow, let me take a minute to talk to you about Freezeout Ridge. This is a ridge line in the Bitterroot region of Idaho. The area spans the middle Idaho panhandle over to the Montana state line. This area is named after the bitterroot flower, also named the bitterroot plant, a small succulent plant with striking pink and white blossoms. Indigenous peoples used the bitterroot as food. Meriwether Lewis of Lewis and Clark Expedition described its taste as very bitter when he tried it in 1805. Fun fact, some 90 years later, this would become the state flower of Montana. Freezeout Ridge has a peak elevation of 6,250 feet. Other unique names are Freezeout, Freezeout Mountain, and a native variant meaning passes by the side of the waste. Good. Let's get back on the trail here. As we edge past more and more snow piles, it came to mind that this mountain really doesn't want us to make it to Avery before sunset, if at all.
Yeah.
The edges got thinner, the snow got deeper, the hill got steeper, and we just got tired. As the constant fight to stay upright just reminded us that we love this adventure crap. Well, maybe when we get home and we have time to rethink a string of poor decisions.
Stay in that rut. And be careful.
On trips like these, preparation is key, sometimes to the point of overkill. Our current position is remote, very remote, and the likelihood of being stuck in one of these snowdrifts was going up like our electric bill in Texas. Wendy was coming off a knee injury from our last venture into craziness, which was becoming more and more of a concern, because we were quickly coming to the point that just skirting by the sides was not going to cut it.
Well, I don't know. There's one bike in front of us, apparently. Looks like yesterday. They're on a smaller bike like we are.
It was at this point I realized someone was in front of us. Turns out I was wrong. The tracks were not a day old, but maybe a few hours. And soon we'd find out just who else had lost their mind and decided to cross the ridge in late June. Well, the buck and the doe stop here. We finally come to a drift that would take more than just slipping and sliding on by. The first of many that would require all we had to push, pull, and pray our way down the trail.
Yeah, definitely don't go to the left. Maybe in the middle. Yeah.
After a few minutes of planning and a few chants of words better left unsaid, the only thing left was to begin. Plan A, walk the beast over the pile.
Yeah.
This plan set off a chain reaction of walk the beast, walk the old man back, then walk the little beast, all of which drained much of the reserves. But hey, it's all part of the adventure, right? It was right here that we discovered the rider in front of us was alone and got super stuck, but was able to dig it out on their own. Not an easy task, for sure. This was Wild Bill Jr. using sticks and stone to unwedge the bike from the snowy
I
death
think this
trap.
is the one he was talking about.
We had met him a few drifts back,
I think
and he
this is the
said
one he's
it's
talking
a
about.
no-go and was turning back.
Second gear.
Second?
Stand up. Pick up the stand. Second gear. Okay, grab the wheel.
But for us, Plan B was formulated. Pushing was over, and it's time to pull.
I'm gonna run up this thing, okay?
I think you should. Okay.
Stop for it. You almost pulled me over. Okay. I think we can do it in
stories, so
Oh, you said 13 earlier. Now you're telling stories on me, babe.
17.
Come on, babe.
We debated on if it had been 13 or 17 piles of doom so far, but with this plan, things began to roll. The process was working like a well-oiled government department. Sure, we were getting things done, but it was not fast, and we needed a ton of breaks.
So I know there's one more big one right here.
We mulled over Wild Bill's warnings about the massive drifts and that off-camber excuse for a trail. The kind of terrain that makes you question your life choices. But eventually we decided it was either make it or spend the night on that ridge. And honestly, the idea of sleeping at 6,000 feet sounded about as appealing as a doctor visit in a third world clinic flickering light bulbs. So naturally, the reindeer games continued.
Almost there. It's hard to push your bike with that bag on it.
Oh, this is your camera, and you have one red bar.
Oh no! We have a whole bunch of batteries.
Yeah, you better stay up high on that one. No, I was looking for the bear spray.
Huh?
Where's the bear spray?
On my bike.
On this bike?
Huh?
On your bike?
On my bag.
Oh, your bag?
On my bag. My bag just put back in here.
Cambered.
You'll be alright. Gotta stick with the momentum. Keep it up here. I'm on the.
We began to work as a team. Well, like the Globetrotters, kind of out of control, but getting the job done. Losing count of just how many of these snow piles we had already conquered, but knowing we were really close. This shot really shows how the angles had a dangles. Miss being there, but sure don't miss this section.
See how far he gets. And the other direction from Avery today.
That's good.
Finally crossing the last of the real off-camber slopes, we found just what it takes. The exhaustion gave way to joy, and it was not long till we were headed to Avery, and we were blessed with some flowing roads and epic views. On the way to find a camp, I couldn't help wondering what happened to Wild Bill. Turns out we didn't need to wonder long. We bumped into him the next morning in Wallace. The man had backtracked and taken the entire road around Bitterroot Range, rolling into town after midnight like some kind of exhausted frontier outlaw. Dang tough route on that smaller bike of his. Honestly, I'm impressed the thing didn't file for divorce. As for us, we made it over Freezeout Ridge in under 5 hours. Not bad for a couple of geniuses running on adrenaline and questionable decision making. We missed Avery by just enough time to lose any chance of finding a real place to sleep. So we kept rolling north until we stumbled upon a campsite. Dinner was oatmeal, because of course it was, and sleep showed up faster than room service ever would have. This is just one of the many epic adventures we've stumbled our way through, each with its own unforgettable memories. I want to thank every single one of you for coming along on this ride. It had its ups, it had its downs, and a few moments where common sense just took a vacation. But not once did we question where we were or why we were together. It's my hope that this little ride nudges someone out there to take that leap, make those plans, and chase an adventure with someone special. Whether it's your best friend or some crazy person you somehow convinced to join you. That's the stuff that makes the memories deeper, messier, and a whole lot more real.